Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the MassBio Ed Foundation, I would like to thank MassBio and its members for your tremendous support for MassBio Ed. MassBio Ed is a nonprofit, charitable education foundation. We are, in fact, your charity, your education foundation. It is through the support of MassBio members and other valued partners that MassBio Ed engages teachers, inspires students, and guides the life sciences workforce. We are engaged in solving problems. We know, for example, that hands-on lab-based activities have been proven to improve science learning and achievement. However, we also know that a great many teachers are underprepared to lead such lab-based activities. Through your BioTeach program, our flagship education program at MassBio Ed, in this academic year, we provided training to 150 public high school science teachers from 76 different high schools across Massachusetts. 10 in-need schools also received BioTeach grants for equipment and supplies, and their teachers received intensive training and collectively over 600 hours of mentoring from our highly skilled and devoted mentor teachers. In addition, by the end of this year, I should say this school year, MassBio Ed would have hosted 16 college and career exploration days, by which over 650 high school science students will have visited your companies to learn firsthand about careers in biotechnology. And so thank you for the many companies that have hosted these students over the course of the year. In 2016 also, we launched our new job demand forecasting initiative, which you'll be hearing much more about in the coming weeks and months. Really, the focus of that initiative is to help make it easier for you to find talented workers. And I want to hear personally, anybody out there having hiring issues, you can't find talented workers, I want to hear that story. So track me down over the next day or two, and I want to hear that story. Your continued support and pride in your MassBio Ed Foundation is appreciated, more than you know. But there is much more work to be done, and so I invite you to visit our exhibit table right outside the doors and learn about the many ways that you can continue to support our very critical mission, and I thank you in advance for doing that. So now on to our award. The Joshua Boger Innovative School of the Year honors a Massachusetts public school that provides innovative biotechnology education and exemplary science career programming to its students. Such schools provide environments in which students are inspired to pursue additional learning in the life sciences and ultimately for some careers in this incredible industry. The award carries with it a $5,000 grant to support the purchase of needed lab supplies and equipment. This year, the MassBio Ed Foundation is very pleased to honor the Diman Regional Vocational Technical School of Fall River. Diman was a BioTeach school in 2014. Diman's story is one in which I know you'll find great pride. So please join me in welcoming Kyle Alves, principal of Diman Regional Vocational, to tell the story himself. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. And when you listen to me, I do not pronounce my R's. Good afternoon, honored guests. Maureen Cooney an esteemed biology instructor, and 3 outstanding students, Dylan Barcelos, Kali Cooper, and Aaron Gouvier and I are honored to represent Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School today at the MassBio annual meeting. We're humbled to be awarded with the Joshua Boger Innovative School of the Year Award for 2015 and especially appreciate the $5,000 grant presented by the MassBio Ed Foundation. We're here today due to the endearing work of Miss Liz O'Connell, an innovative and energetic biology teacher who has fostered our invaluable partnership with the MassBio Ed Foundation. Change occurs at the grassroots level with an idea, a seed of knowledge. In 2014, Mrs. O'Connell planted this seed, which is now a thriving and living organism within our school. This passionate educator, with the critical guidance from BioTeach, transformed how life sciences are conveyed to our students. In our grade 9 and 10 biology classes, we have witnessed the transformation of the student from being a mere listener to a mere listener and note taker to an active participant in learning. They have evolved from passive to active learners through employing scientific methodology to investigate, synthesize data, and draw conclusions. Because of this change, they are now enmeshed in the biotechnology frameworks in a way that simply was not possible before BioTeach's assistance. Through the BioTeach program, 4 of Diman's biology teachers received invaluable training at MIT. These scientist educators enhanced their knowledge of genetic engineering, molecular analysis, and electrophoresis while learning new, innovative biotechnology pedagogy. In addition, Director of Biotechnology Education Programs, Dr. Michelle Mischke, along with BioTeach mentor and program coordinator, Mrs. Whitney Hagens, recruited the support of a post-grad MIT student, Dr. Eric Williams, to come to our school and engage several of our classes in highly technical genetics investigation. During the 2014-15 school year, BioTeach commenced a mentoring program that also continues to this day. Not only did we glean great ideas while at these on-site visits at MIT, but their willingness to come to our school and provide personal one-on-one tech and pedagogy guidance was incredibly rewarding piece of our partnership. The $25,000 grant we received from BioTeach funded equipment and supplies, which was invaluable for a public school in a high-need district. And the mentoring support we received was critical to improve teaching and learning at Diman. Through projects such as genetic barcoding and the Genes in Space competition, Diman students are building their foundational knowledge of life sciences while fostering their analytical, problem-solving, and critical thinking skills in the burgeoning field of biotechnology. Within the next few months, Diman will be investing over $350,000 to provide our students with a state-of-the-art biotechnology lab and classroom that will further enhance our ability to prepare students to be well-versed in biotechnology, inspire them to pursue life science courses in college, and make them knowledgeable about related careers. Diman's efforts mirror the push for biotechnology education in the state of Massachusetts. This industry is growing like bacteria in a petri dish. I was an English teacher, I don't get that joke. And is desperate for a skilled labor force. Governor Baker can help education community provide those skills by reinstating the Mass Life Science Grant. This grant will allow for valuable partnerships between education and industry and can help keep us great state at the cutting edge of biotechnology. Working together, the state, the schools, industry, and the Massachusetts Biotechnology Education Foundation can, to paraphrase BioTeach's slogan, build bioscience literacy one school at a time. Thank you for your continued support of biological science education. As a proud principal, I would like to now introduce a Diman student, Dylan Barcelos, who was a member of the Genes in Space competition. Dylan, would you please share your experience?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to speak here today. On behalf of my school community and BioTeach, my name is Dylan Barcelos. I'm a sophomore student at Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School in Fall River, Massachusetts. I would like to explain how and why BioTeach has helped me personally. The majority of my high school career at Diman, I've been exposed to biotechnology and complicated experiments utilizing it as well. As a high school student, I have had the privilege to use equipment such as mini PCR and learn firsthand the process of polymerase chain reaction and analyzing genotypes in my classroom. These experiments fascinated me. The experiments incorporating PCR, which BioTeach funded, allowed me to have eureka moments, helped me understand the reasons why I have certain phenotypes. Along with the equipment, I've provided opportunities by BioTeach to make my mark in the science world. An example of this would be participating in a national competition called Genes in Space. Genes in Space is a science competition which students across the United States had the chance to hypothesize, plan, and innovate an experiment incorporating PCR. What makes the experiment unique is integrating and launching this design into space. My team and I, along with the mentorship with my teacher, Mrs. O'Connell, was able to make it to the top 12 in this national competition. Receiving an honorable mention award. Words cannot express what an honor is to be among the nation's top innovative designs. However, if it was not meant for BioTeach's funding and mentorship of Mrs. O'Connell, the opportunity would not have been possible. From testing my genotype to entering national competitions, I believe the most important attribute I've heightened is my sense of curiosity and discovery. For that, I thank you, BioTeach. I never knew I'd be the obvious answer to the experiments until I finished it. My curiosity drove me throughout the PTC taste strip experiment, an experiment involving taste strips, which only a selection of people were able to taste due to genetics. My curiosity led me to better understand why I could not taste these interesting strips while others could. I was eager to understand how I inherited this phenotype from my parents. The reason my curiosity was captivated was from the unknown of science. Neither I nor the teachers had a clue what my genotype might be. It was my responsibility to find out. Without the help of BioTeach, I would not have had this opportunity or proper equipment to conduct these experiments, and I would not have been able to discover the interests of biology I have today. Furthermore, because of my newfound love for biology, I foresee myself involving in college one day, and I foresee myself having an amazing career revolved around the field of biology. Who knows what I'll become one day, or discoveries I'll encounter because of the opportunities I mentioned today. And for that, I thank you, BioTeach. I'd like to introduce Kylie Cooper, another student involved in the BioTeach program.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming today. Before last year, I had no idea what biotechnology was. In middle school, we always did labs that would result in the same answer. Now, being a sophomore in high school, we do biotechnology labs that result in answers that let us learn more not only about science, but also about ourselves. When my teacher said that we'd be doing an experiment to test our taste receptor gene last year, I was hesitant to use the centrifuge and mini PCR machines. They looked extremely complex. We spent the entire day collecting DNA samples and putting them through the PCR machines with buffers and primers. To be able to see if we are heterozygous or homozygous for the taster gene, just by running samples through a tiny machine seemed crazy, but I soon came to realize that this was the future of science. I realized that having the opportunity to use the latest equipment in the field was something that not many people were able to do. As a freshman in high school, I had realized that I was very lucky to have and use this biotechnology equipment. It was clear that my school was very fortunate to have received this equipment from BioTeach. My favorite part about that day was how it was hands-on science, and we weren't just learning about DNA through a textbook. We were able to perform real experiments on something that would vary depending on the individual, unlike most labs where there is already an exact answer. We weren't just looking to find an answer that was common knowledge. Instead, it was like being an actual scientist trying to find an answer that had never been discovered before. Biotechnology is a field that's full of questions, and to me, that is what science is really about. Experimenting on our taster gene helped me have a greater interest in biotechnology and helped me realize that this is a career that I could consider. I've become so much more involved in science since then, and my interest has encouraged me to join Genes in Space, a national competition involving biotechnology. My team, Dylan and Aaron, were in the top 12 out of the entire country last year, and none of it would have happened without the help of BioTeach supplying my school with the biotechnology equipment. After being in the newspaper and on the local TV station for our taster gene experiment, we've definitely made Southeastern Massachusetts excited about biotechnology. I hope that other schools will benefit from BioTeach because I know that it has made a huge impact on my education. Speaking on behalf of Ms. Liz O'Connell, I'd like to introduce Ms. Maureen Cooney.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Mrs. Liz O'Connell, the partnership and support of BioTeach has enabled our school to elevate the level of science education for our students by providing our teachers with the training and equipment necessary to engage in real-life problems of biotechnology and genetic engineering. Even though Diman is in a high-need area of southeastern Massachusetts, due to the continuing support of BioTeach, our students and teachers have the tools and necessary equipment to explore this amazing field. In the past 2 years, we have had the opportunity to work with world-renowned scientists performing labs that mirror cutting-edge research. And perhaps most importantly, our students have the confidence to be competitive with their peers around the state and the country. I am proud of what we have accomplished and excited about the future of our program and of the students in this field. Thank you.
Now it's the actual award presentation, so thank you so much for bringing such an incredible team to us today. And one more big hand for an incredible group of young